Okay, this is Leonard Houston. Can you tell us what you're doing out here today?
Yes, what we're doing here today is, as you can see, is we're in a pine oak savanna where the conifers meet the oak trees, meet the meadows. They're a little dense, so we're going to send them out selectively for the bigger, healthier trees, allow more light to the forest floor, bring in flowers, feed for the goats. Mr. Petrowski raises Angora goats. And generally, we're just going to try to improve on the health of this little wood lot. And
okay, now this is private property, but how are you, who's paying for this?
well, this is with the collaboration of Lomacotsi Corporation out of Ashland, Oregon, the Tiller U.S. Forest Service, and the Umpqua National Forest Ranger District, and
So the Lomacotsi Restoration Project is sponsoring a training and on-the-ground practice.
yes, we're steward interns and ongoing intern stewardship program funded by the Alliance of Forest Workers and Lomacotsi Corporation, and the property is generously donated for treatment by Stan Petrowski of Singing Falls Ranch. And we look to do the same on other properties and throughout the National Forest, in general for the community's health as well as the forest.
Thank you.
You're very welcome.
Marco Bay, Lomacotsi Restoration Project. We're over here in Johal Creek Watershed near Drew, Oregon, near the Tiller Ranger District, and we're doing a workforce training program. And this series, this portion of our workforce is about oak savanna, oak woodland restoration. We're up here thinning out competing Douglas firs and conifers and small stemmed oaks around some of the black and white oak, and favoring some of the pines, and coming here to try and reintroduce fire back to the site. This ecosystem over time is beginning to vanish due to encroachment of Douglas fir and shrub species. So in an effort to connect the in-stream work that's been done downstream for fish habitat, we're trying to rehabilitate oak woodland, oak savanna habitat for the benefit of other wildlife and the benefit of the retention and conservation of this ecosystem.
And at the same time, train the local workforce.
Training the local workforce here, folks who've been very skilled in timber resource extraction and natural resource work for a lot of years, are getting introduced to some of the concepts of restoration forestry and restoration ecology in an effort to create a new industry here in these rural communities for rehabilitating the last 100 years of industrial damage to the landscape.
Thank you very much.
We're going to do some of the trainings too.
Hi, my name is Lois Houston, and we're here today with Lomacotsi. I'm a local resident. I've been in the forest industry for many years, but unfortunately we got out of that until now. We're trying to retool our skills and save our forest and work with the sudden oak death and the coho salmon. And thanks to Lomacotsi, the Forest Service, and Stan Petrowski, that's all possible here today.
And what is your treatment for this? What are you trying to accomplish by thinning this stuff out? What are you doing?
We're trying to thin out the the pine and the fir, and so that the oak savanna can grow, and because it's indigenous, and we're saving the forest.
That sounds good. Thank you, Lois.
I'm Josh Budziak, half local boy. Didn't really grow up in Tiller, but I grew up in Trail, pretty close by. And we're here today to help the folks out in Tiller learn how to do ecological restoration work. And right now we're doing some fuels reduction, and we're teaching folks how to, in this particular stand, how we want it thinned. And we have our particular dominant trees and our particular species that we'd like to leave for leaf trees, being ponderosa pine, black oak, and white oak. And And the culprit in this situation is mostly going to be incense cedar and Douglas fir, which are encroaching upon the oak woodland up in this level of the forest. And it all...
You're a Lomacatsi crew boss?
Yeah,
or?
I'm a Lomacatsi saw crew boss, and among other things, as far as Lomacatsi, I do a lot of stuff. And so I'm just out here to kind of show people how we kind of do things out in the woods, which is a little bit different than your normal prescription that either BLM or Forest Service is used to. They're used to more like 12 by 12 spacing, everything kind of even age. They don't allow for any kind of diversity, and we're trying to mimic natural diversity, mimic how fire used to come through this regime, and try to restore it back to that natural level that used to be here before all of us whiteys showed up, you know, over 150 years ago. And so hopefully we can take care of some of that today and get some good work done and help heal Mother Earth.
Thank you.
So what we're doing here is phase, I believe, 3 of our National Forest Foundation training. This is about oak woodland restoration, and what we're doing is we're tying that into the Joe Hall project, trying to tie in community and economic development, oak restoration, traditional ecological knowledge, salmon restoration, because what it is this is about the whole picture of restoration, how the salmon, the people, and the land all interconnect. You know, Lomakatsi's mission is both workforce development, restoration. It's all about the people, the animals, and the earth, and how we can tie it all together, give people living wage jobs through training, business development, and people a place. This is about people working in the community, going to work, doing good and work for the earth, having a good living wage, and doing things that are holistic. Part of this model in Tiller is to combine a diversity of employment opportunities. People can be doing, people with skills in the logging industry or heavy equipment can tie into restoration by putting wood in streams, tree planting on creeks, thinning, burning, piling. So part of this, what we're doing is swamper burning in the oak woodland. We've been last couple days listening to the knowledge and wisdom of Dennis Martinez about traditional ecological knowledge, incorporating stories from local people like Curtis here, and some of his family history with the Cow Creek, how that ties to the fish, to the restoration, to the people. And it's really taking all this collective knowledge, putting it into one picture, because restoration is about all those kind of things. It's about important work for local people. It's about people with a background in logging who know the right thing to do. They know how to treat these woods, and given the opportunity, all these pieces could fit together. We have people from different walks of life, different backgrounds, and different employment skills, really coming together on the same page, and it's really clicking. You know, how they can be restoring the oaks and doing byproduct utilization with some of the Doug fir that comes out. If you look a little over to the left, you see, you know, oaks with Douglas fir and cedar. Those are viable products for sustainable economies of scale. Local economy like Tiller, where someone could be having a post and pull manufacturing business. Another group could be doing the oak woodland thinning, and at another time they could be working on fish issues and riparian planting and stream restoration. So it's really tying that all together to give a picture of good employment for the people.
Excellent, thank you.
I'm Curtis Jackson. I'm a lifelong resident of the area. I have a tribal family. This was actually part of my family's ancestral land. I got involved in this thing just to see what it was all about. They claim there's a living to be made in the woods here, but as far as the government that we can see, or that I can see, it doesn't look like they want it to happen. It's pretty hard to do. We're here at stands doing this thinning and burning to clean it up, to put it back to what it was like back in the tribal days. We had a good presentation by an Indian fellow named Dennis, and it really explained what the land was like back in the days when the Indian folks tended it. They've really got away from that, and and it's a nice to see it get back to that, or at least part of it, get back to what it was like when just the indigenous people.
My name's Leland Crumpton. I'm on Stan Perkowski's property here in with Wamakotsi. We are enhancing this here habitat a little bit, cleaning up some of the stems. This kind of project started basically from the coho salmon that come up Joe Hall, which is just down the hill from us here. And through collaboration of all of us, we're up there having a pretty good time, and it's looking pretty good. Other than that, I'm going to have to sit down to talk a whole lot more about it. Philip the saw.
Oh, thank you, Lauren.